of the family. Cloudy Saturday in store for Gauteng tomorrow. Johannesburg drops to an overnight low of 17, peaking at 24. Pretoria 18 and 27, and Vereniging 16 and 26 degrees. Noluthando Ngeno, Eyewitness News.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, visit ewn.co.za or download the EWN app.
Comfort ends where Marawa Sports Worldwide begins.
I won't say anything about Bafana. As long as Temba is there, I'm fine. As one is there, so we are fine. We are happy. But Robert, if you get a chance, please, my brother, if you get a chance to ask Hugo, ask him what happened between him and Grant Kekana, because I feel like this person, Grant is far better than Sibis. But he keep on choosing space over Grant. Please, Temba Zwane Hiyo. The coach is back.
If it's shaking sport, we are already on it.
It's Essa on the turn! Oh my goodness me! Essa announces himself to Europe. His first Champions League goal, and he won't hit a sweeter shot.
Hashtag MSW.
The USA in the World Cup will be the worst ever. As a team or the whole tournament? The USA, the tournament. I actually think...
I never feel that the world, once the game starts, once the football starts...
I think it'll be amazing.
It always kicks in, wherever it is.
It'll be amazing,
Travel. You're not getting worse in South Africa. You should know.
Like the atmosphere of the stadium,
travelling into the USA game, the first game, we played with travelling in, it's pitch black, there's no fans there. It was just, when you normally go to a World Cup, there's fans everywhere, you feel the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It was
nothing.
It just didn't feel like a World Cup at all.
This is where sport breaks, bends, and gets told straight.
He's the head of CAF TV, commercial and director of communications. Like September, good to see you, sir.
If you have a position of power, you must discipline your emotions. Discipline them to a point whereby you commit yourself to following the process. There's still another process at CARES, Court of Arbitration of Sport.
As Raymond Hack told us, that could be in 6 months. So again, it's a delay.
Yeah, but I'm not sure I agree with Raymond on that point because...
So you were saying that it's not urgent because the game was concluded.
Well, firstly, if anybody thinks that this matter is going to be heard by CAS in the next couple of weeks, it's not going to happen.
No, Robert. No. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. How come? How can the president of CAF not know the decision taken? No, it doesn't make sense at all. No, I
see the decision, and honestly, I don't understand it. I really don't. Football is decided on the pitch, not in rooms, not in meetings, not days later, on the pitch. And on that day, Senegal won the match. So now, to come back and change the story, for me, this is very difficult to accept.
Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live.
It is a Friday indeed. Welcome to it. It's hashtag MSW Marawa Sports Worldwide. Proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
The thrill, the drama, the action. Let the game begin. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM, and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets. Marawa Sports Worldwide. Uncomfortable conversations.
Well, it's clear. I'm responsible. I'm the coach.
Necessary truths.
Something is just off, in my opinion.
Hashtag MSW.
Well, let me tell you, though, that New Zealand openers Devon Conway as well as Tom Latham powered the Black Caps to a commanding 8-wicket victory over South Africa in the third T20 International at Eden Park. Chasing 137, the pair added 96 for the first wicket before the hosts cruised home with 22 balls to spare. Latham finished unbeaten on 63, while Conway contributed 33. Now, South Africa's batting faltered, managing just 136 for 9, with captain Keshav Maharaj admitting, though, that disappointment at the defeat, but expressing hope of a stronger showing in the next match.
Losing a couple of wickets, they felt like the only way, well, it seemed the only way was to target the short boundary, but yeah, it was a bit disappointing to say the least. I think, we had good conversations prior to coming into this game about that short boundary, and we've got a wealth of knowledge within our coaching staff, and they mentioned that teams that sort of look too much into the short boundary actually shoot themselves in the foot, and exactly what happened with us today. Yes, I mean, the lovely part about this 5-match series is we still got 2 opportunities and we won the first one. So, yeah, 2 big players in Lockie, 3 actually, Lockie, Dev and Mitch. So, hopefully we can see a little bit of positives from that. But I think it's about focusing on ourselves and how we're going to go about our games. I think as much as opposition do change, I still think we're searching for that template as to how to go about our business. We've had 2 opportunities in the sense that we've batted first and batted second. Chased 90, was a little bit nervy, and then, got bowled out for 90 chasing, and then today we got bowled out for 136, so we really need to find a sort of way to combat these bowlers and adapt to the conditions sooner rather than later. Yeah, I think.
Well, Marawa says that his bowling unit has shown promise despite the team's defeat. He also admitted, though, that disappointment at the loss, but praised the effort of his bowlers, adding that he hopes for a more polished performance when the Proteas face the Black Caps again in Wellington on Sunday.
If you look at the bowling unit, they've been really good. A couple of areas where we can improve as a unit, but there's still that belief. I mean, that's the first thing I mentioned today, that we did bowl New Zealand out not so long ago for 90, and you never know on the wicket that's a little bit spicy. But I think each guy has to go back and really search in terms of how is he going to go about his business. And, the beauty about this is we can dust ourselves off, get on a flight tomorrow, and hopefully come Sunday, have a more polished performance. Not to look too far ahead, but it'll be a lovely opportunity for us to go 2-2 in the series and have a final set up for Christchurch. But it's just the process around everything and making sure we're winning more balls with the ball and bat rather than losing more in terms of percentage-wise.
Well, the Proteas women lost by 6 wickets to New Zealand in the third T20 International at Eden Park. Now, captain Laura Wolfart top scored with 37, while Kyla Reinicker added late fireworks with 34, not out of 20 balls. Now, despite her efforts, Reinicker admitted, though, it was a very tough defeat as the White Ferns chased down 149 to take a 2-1 lead series.
I think it's a tough loss to take, but I think with the bat we probably didn't execute the middle overs. But yeah, credits to New Zealand. They're in better. And yeah, they built a proper partnership there at the end. But yeah, and in the bowling we just completely lost it a bit. Also there at the end. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm trying to ride this wave as long as possible, and it's a good wave to be on. So yeah, I'm just enjoying every moment of it and taking it all in. And yeah, I just wanted to contribute and play my role as best in the team.
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
MSW.
Why?
It's multicast, Mara.
You know the story. When excuses run out.
Such behavior can only be rooted out by VAR, Rob.
The truth clocks in.
It's tough. It's tough.
Hashtag MSW.
Well, I think one of these stories that has been really making international headlines is around the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, who has announced a landmark regulation requiring women's teams to be led by female coaches. Now, the new rule, approved by the FIFA Council, will be mandatory across all FIFA competitions, starting with the Under-20 Women's World Cup in September. So Infantino described the initiative as a concrete step to promote gender equality and also increase female participation in football.
It's very important that we support women's football. And we have to do so not just in words, but also in concrete and tangible and real action. So today, as a matter of global policy, and this will now be enshrined in every single regulations of women's competitions for FIFA, and we hope that all confederations, member associations will take this policy as well on board. We expect and we request every national team, every team participating, that the head coach and or an assistant coach has to be a female, that one of the medical doctors has to be a female, that at least 2 officials who are on the bench at the moment of the match have to be female as well. This, for me, is the strict minimum. If it was for me, I would have gone even further than that, but it is a very, very important, of course, concrete step to enhance women's presence in competitions in women's football, and to make sure that we can develop a new number of female representatives in all these different functions of women's football.
Manchester United manager Michael Carrick has warned the side of a tough challenge when they travel to Bournemouth in the Premier League tonight. Carrick, who won 6 and drew 1 of his first 7 games in charge before suffering his first defeat at Newcastle earlier this month, says that Bournemouth are on a strong run of form and always very difficult opponents.
It's a tough game. It's a tough place to go. They're on a really good run of form. So, yeah, difficult game. You know, we're obviously going down there. We've had a good run and the boys are in good shape. But yeah, always a difficult game. Always has been and probably always will be. So we know that. You know, they're a really good team, well coached and really well coached and good energy. And so we know we'll be in for a game down there on Friday.
Well, Carrick has also praised the club captain Bruno Fernandes, saying that the midfielder has a fantastic season and deserves to be in the conversation for the Premier League Player of the Year. And asked if Fernandes would get his vote, Carrick said that he was delighted with the impact that the Portuguese star has made, adding that he would have loved to see him winning the award.
I think he's had a fantastic season, I have to say. It's not so much who I would vote for, but we're delighted that he's playing the way he is and having the impact that he is for us, and he's proven to be right up there in them conversations. I'd love to see him obviously take the award, you know, and it says a lot about what's going on at this club and how the team's playing as well as how well Bruno's playing. So we'll have to see how that pans out, but really, really pleased with everything that he's doing at the moment.
Well, he's also gone on to praise the young midfielder Kobbie Mainoo for his rapid progress in the first team. So Carrick says that Kobbie Mainoo quickly found his rhythm despite limited football early in the season, describing his recent display against Aston Villa as being really, really good.
I think he's done he's done really well. I think you know, not having a lot of football for a period of time to come in and play a run of games and find your rhythm. I think he did that really quickly, and there's a natural kind of a flow really, and I thought he was really good again on the weekend and putting in a performance where he did a little bit of everything really, and controlled the game in spells, defended when he had to defend, and really impressive with him.
Also talking about Carrick, well, he's welcomed Mason Mount back to training after injury. He says that Mount is a fantastic player and also a great presence in the squad, saying that it was brilliant to have him back.
It's brilliant to have him back. He's a fantastic player, Mason, and great to have around the group again. So we're delighted to have him back. And obviously the break coming up now gives him a chance to get even more up to speed. So in some ways that's come at a good time for him.
Well, on the Chelsea front, the manager Liam Rosenior says that criticism from the media as well as online following recent defeats doesn't affect him. He says the Blues were beaten 1-0 at home by Newcastle in their latest Premier League outing, after which Rosenior criticised referee Paul Tierney, sparking as well a whole lot of outrage. He was also speaking ahead of tomorrow's match away to Everton, and he admitted that he is aware of the scrutiny, but insists though that his focus is on helping the club and the players perform.
It doesn't affect me. I'm aware of it. Of course, my job to be aware of what's being said about the football club, about my team. Am I surprised? No. The level, maybe. But the reality now is that I need to help this club and I need to help my players perform to win games of football. And if I don't, then maybe if I breathe wrong or sneeze wrong, or it's going to be spoken about.
But he's also admitted, though, that his side are enduring a very difficult run of form, but insists, though, that they must fight their way through. Reflecting on recent defeats, Rosinho said that every manager faces challenging weeks and pointed to the past experiences at Strasbourg and other clubs where he overcame setbacks.
You know, I think every manager goes through moments like this, goes through difficult weeks. I've had challenging periods before. Strasbourg, we've lost games. I've lost games in many jobs, like all managers have done, but I've always found a way to come through that. And now we're at that point again where I think as a group, we need to find a way to fight at Everton and come through a difficult period.
Well, the coach has also urged the side to show resilience as they look to bounce back from poor form. And reflecting on those recent defeats, it says every manager kind of goes through all of that. But the main thing, he's confirmed, though, that Trevor Chalobah faces around 6 weeks out after suffering an ankle injury in Tuesday's Champions League defeat to PSG. In the meantime, though, the captain Reece James will be assessed after the international break after the minor hamstring injury that he had. He also stressed the injury is not as serious, but will be carefully monitored.
He made it really, really clear to me how happy he is here at this club, how much he wants to win, how passionate he is for us to be successful. And he also said that in translation and in emotion, things get misconstrued in what he said. So for me, he's fully committed to this group. He's fully committed to win here at this football club.
Well, fresh from winning his maiden Indian Wells title, Yannick Sinner has set his sights on reaching the Miami Open final for the fourth time in 6 years. Now, he will enter and face either Damir Zamur or qualifier Ignacio Buse in round 2. So Sinner, a runner-up though in 2021 as well as 2023, a champion in 2024, says that the conditions in Miami are faster and lower than those of Indian Wells. But he is happy though to be back and hopes to continue his strong form. Reflecting on his chest-pointing celebration after Indian Wells, Sinner explained that it was a message to himself, proving that he is capable of going far in major tournaments.
Well, it's definitely different than Indian Wells. We come from a place where it's very bouncy and the ball is flying a bit more. Now here it's a bit lower and slightly faster. Even though yesterday we practiced, it's a bit different than expected, but it's also because of the heat and the weather. So yeah, I mean, let's see. You know, every year is different. I'm very happy to be here. Hopefully, I can play some good tennis. I wanted to show myself also that I'm capable of going far in this tournament. For me, it has been still a great tournament in the past years. It was a tournament I've missed last year, especially, and it's the same here in Miami. You know, this couple of hardcore tournaments, they are important for me, also because they are in the beginning of the season, and it's also the last couple of tournaments before clay, you know, because on clay you never know how things turn out. I believe that last year helped me a lot also in a confidence way, but you know, you still never know. So I'm happy to play some good tennis at the moment, and hopefully I can keep going.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.
Some moments are personal. Some spaces are professional. All of them deserve care. At Frond and Filigree, we create handcrafted floral experiences for life's meaningful moments and the places where they happen. From birthdays and anniversaries to hotels, offices and events, our bespoke arrangements are designed with artistry and intention. Because when flowers are done right, they elevate every moment. Visit frondandfiligree.co.za.
Did you feel that? Yo, my bro. That's the Amazon Big Smile Sale Box. Bursting with savings with up to 50% off electronics, baby essentials, books and more. Shop the sale and see for yourself. New to Amazon? Take an extra 20% off your first order with code SMILE20. Plus, same-day delivery for just R2. Amazon Big Smile Sale, 19 to 27 March. Download the app. Shop now. T's and C's apply.
It's season 2,
And the stakes are even higher. South Africa's favorite stars are back at the briefcase, playing for charities close to home and close to the heart. Big names, big hearts, big deals, all made possible by Lotto Star. Don't miss Deal or No Deal Celebrity South Africa, Saturdays at 6 p.m. on SABC1.
Lotto Stars, licensed by the Mpumalanga Economic Regulator. No under 18s. National Responsible Gambling Program. 0800 006 008. T's and C's apply. All games are fixed odds betting events.
Agent, your target. The limited edition Renault Kwid. 10 years in the making. Only 300 units exist. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to locate one and secure it before they all disappear. You will have to move quickly.
What's the access point?
Simply book a test drive.
Wait. What?
Some missions just require action. Get one of the 300 limited edition Renault Kwid models or choose from our Renault Kwid range from as little as 99 Rand per day. T's and C's apply.
This is the mayor of Kentucky Town. We back. Certified roof shakers? We up. Hot cross buns? They come in hot. In the hotter cross bun burger. Easter eggs? They come out the shell in the speckled egg crusher. And with the finger licking lineup of the gravy baby burger, passion pop boba crusher. And the Doritos Chacho? It's time for the Roos to sit down and let you do you. Eat the Roos with Kentucky Town. KFC. It's finger licking good.
Bye.
She types, car won't start, and the group's erupt.
No, good morning.
When last did you service it?
You still coming, hey?
Are you fine? Yeah, that's
Until she opens her First for Women app.
Roadside assistance activated.
We got you, 'cause we get you. That's why we give you 24/7 assistance on the First for Women app. Her first, then her car, her home, her everything. Visit firstforwomen.coza, a licensed non-life insurer and FSP. T's and C's online.
Still no good morning.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Osasu, as always, thank you for your time, sir. We all waited for the response from the president of CAF, and it was a video.
I don't know what to say without being really harsh. What he delivered was a word salad, and it wasn't a very palatable word salad. I don't know who advised him to put out that video. He's a billionaire. He can even have a teleprompter for things like that. He can afford those things. They're nothing to him. The way in which it came out, it didn't make him look good at all. People are not pleased with what he said.
He's the head of CAF TV, commercial and director of communications. Like September, good to see you, sir.
Been privileged enough to be around the continent with him to meet a lot of heads of states. Most of him call him by his first name. He doesn't really need anyone to hold his hand.
If he does go the political route and wants to become a president, he might need somebody because it's an expensive thing to campaign.
I do know that at the moment he's focusing on CAF, the president of CAF.
It would have even been better if he hadn't said anything at all.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW.
He's in a league of his own.
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
And it goes through to the boundary.
This is where sport breaks, bends, and gets told straight.
All of us there have our smallanyana skeletons.
Hashtag MSW on 947. Boom FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live.
It is 83 days to go until the groundbreaking FIFA World Cup.
We, of course, all know about the geopolitical situation around the world. And we said it many times, FIFA or football can certainly not solve geopolitical conflicts around the world. What we can, however, do and what we will do is use football and use the World Cup to bring people together, to build bridges, to foster understanding and peace between people from all over the world. The World Cup is a unique occasion, an opportunity for everyone in the world to come together in a joyful, peaceful atmosphere. Our priority and the priority of the three hosts, Canada, Mexico, United States, is to host the World Cup with the 48 teams that have qualified to the World Cup, or the 42 that have qualified and the 6 that will qualify in the playoffs in the next few days. And these teams and their fans will be welcomed for a safe and secure World Cup. 7 million people will be in the stadiums. Tens of millions will be in the 3 countries to just experience the World Cup vibe. 6 billion people will be watching the World Cup around the world, and we want this to be a peaceful event, an event of celebration, an event of joy, an event that brings a little bit or a little moment of relief to people from all over the world. We have thanks as well to the fact that we have 48 countries participating now, 48 teams. We have some debutants who made it for the first time. Some maybe qualify. Some other debutants in the World Cup, in the playoffs. Some teams who have not been in a World Cup for many, many years are back in the World Cup. So we want this to be an occasion to bring people together, and that's what the World Cup, the FIFA World Cup 2026 will be.
All right, as we said, we're going to have a show slightly different. It's not about legends today. We step into the future of it. I mean, a future that's kind of stitched in green and gold, a future powered by belief, unity, and bold ambition. Simply because today South African football takes the center stage as South African Football Association joins forces with global powerhouse Adidas to unveil the brand new 2026-27 away jerseys for both Bafana Bafana as well as Banyana Banyana. It's a design that's rooted in history, but also driven by the future. Iconic green and gold. I mean, it's a typical sign for South Africa, a symbol of resilience, growth, and also a nation that refuses to stand still. A jersey that doesn't just represent teams, it represents you and me. It represents us. And that is why joining us tonight will be various voices who will be talking to us, others who've worn the jersey itself. And, also from one of the biggest sporting brands on the planet. We'll also have the Adidas Football Sports Marketing, Bob Maposa, who's no stranger to the show, to chat to us about this. So all in all, hey, listen, we look forward to it. I'm sure this is a voice we haven't heard from in a very long time. Utulani Tlajwayo is here as well. He's wearing the jersey. What a beautiful jersey. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you so much, Rob. Good evening to the listeners.
Welcome. How does it feel?
Feels good. Feels good. It's the jersey, it's light. It's different. I'm happy for the country to really partner with Adidas again to bring back the glory days.
And for you, I mean, I'm looking at it. Obviously, you've got the glory of wearing it. What goes through your mind when you're wearing that in 83 days will be in Mexico?
So what goes through my mind, it's memories that 2009, in Egypt when we played Under-20 World Cup. I think that was the last time that I wore this jersey.
Yeah.
Adidas jersey. And obviously it brings a lot of fun memories with the players that are currently in the squad right now. And I think the guys will do well and we'll be rooting for them.
I mean, are you one of those guys that actually counts, like how many caps you've won for the national team?
Definitely, yes. I'm one of those players because it's always an honor to represent your country.
Yeah.
And, growing up, we've seen that when you get to that 50 caps, there's this saying that now you're in a 50 club.
Yes.
And I managed to, in my football career, being with Bafana, managed to clock 54 caps. So
54?
54.
So you're part of the 50 club, man. But what was that feeling? I know lots of people fought for it. I remember a guy called Dr. Kumalo who was on 49. And there was always that drive to say, somebody like him of his caliber deserves to get 50 caps. And finally he did, and he sits on 50 caps as well. But you were able to stretch it slightly further. Do you believe that you could have gone on further? And if not, what would have prevented that?
I do, because the feeling of having to clock 50 caps, I think it's in each and every player's dream, because it's a national team. It's our club as a country, and no one deserves like a place there. You have to be there on merit, like everyone. If someone is better than you, deserve to be there, he will be there. If at that time, that week, that month, you're not having a good game, you won't be able to be called up for the national team. There are a lot of players that have retired that they didn't even get to 25 out of the 50 caps. So I think it's a very a good moment to really be in a 50 club and yeah.
Now, when you are wearing that jersey, and again, for those who are watching on the YouTube channel, you will see Thulani's jersey. I mean, I can visually see that there are a couple of differences. There's the Protea, which is a standard on the right with South Africa written on it. There's the South African Football Association down the middle. Then, of course, the Adidas logo on the left-hand side. What have you learned? Because you've been on this tour with the guys from Adidas.
Yes.
What are they saying? What do I not know about this jersey that I should know?
What you need to know, Rob, is it's very light. It's different compared to the away kit is different compared to the home kit.
Yes.
I think the home kits will always, everyone when they see it, they will always remember the 2010 squad. But with the away kits, like it's stylish.
Yes.
It's stylish because now there's no three stripes emblem, but it's the flower. It's the flower, and so the generation of today, I think they will style it even better.
The drip, as they call it.
The drip, yes. The 2Ks, I think they will style it better because you can wear it with anything when you look at it, with the collar and then everything, yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's such a beautiful jersey, guys. If you do have a moment, do log on to the YouTube channel. You will see Thulani in this brand new jersey. If you haven't been following social media the entire day, this is your moment to actually do that. But I mean, I'm going to be hopping across you personally as a football player, but also as a captain of the national team, and what that meant to you to lead the boys. This is your country, and you've got the armband.
It's really, like I've said earlier on, Rob, that it's an honor to have captained the team, captained the country, because obviously for me to be selected to captain the country, I need to be doing well for my team, and which is evident that for me to get those call-up. And for us, sometimes I've always said what it meant for me is if anything were to happen whenever we're playing away, with the team and the players, like where with the coach and all the management that we are with, I'm the one that needs to be talking to the players. So that's what it means for me when I'm a captaining the country, because I'm carrying everyone in South Africa in my shoulders.
Hey, and broad shoulders you've had, eh? Broad shoulders you've had for so many years. And I think one coach who really appreciates you, and you know this very, very well, was Gavin Hunt. Wherever Gavin would go, Thulani Hlatshwayo would follow. Hey, what 100%. Was it about that relationship?
Yes, my relationship with Coach Gav, he has always believed in me, even when I was at Ajax Cape Town. He's the one that made sure that my John Peters Vets coming to Joburg as I left at a young age, leaving Gauteng for Cape Town. And he knew everything about me. He knew my strength, he knew my weaknesses. And he had said it that one day you are going to be a captain of Bafana, and which it has happened. And everywhere he went, as much as me and him would love and hate, would fight, would hug, would do everything.
But what were those fights about, though?
Well, so those fights were about playing my performance on a day or something, because I remember having being named man of the match, and he did an interview and he was like, who's the man of the match? They say it's Tyson, and he was like, telling everyone, which game did you watch? Because he didn't play so well. But I knew that he was saying it personally, because he always pushed me to my limit, and which is with every play to the age that to me retiring, play to that point, I appreciate every training that I've had with him.
All right. I know you and I owe each other a proper interview.
100%.
When is it happening?
Anytime, bro. Anytime, I'm ready for you.
Yeah.
I'm ready for you.
Are you retired, officially?
Officially, bro.
100%.
100%.
How are you dealing with that?
You'll always miss the game. You'll always miss everything something that you've done for the rest of your life. And with the role that I'm in now, it's keeping me busy. As much as, yes, I say I've retired, but it's one and the same thing because I've captained probably, 34 plus players, but now I'm captaining a lot of players, men and women, different leagues, PSL and NFD.
Yeah.
So I'm not totally lost from the game. I'm still in the game, but it's a different role behind the fence.
All right. So you're promising us that you're going to be here soon?
I will all be here. I promise. I give you my word.
Before the end of the month?
Before the end of the month, brother.
All right. We are sitting on the 20th of March, right? Are you sure about that, or should we move it into April?
We can move it in April, brother.
April. Okay. All right. No, I'll take your word for it.
I have my word, brother.
I mean, while you wear that jersey, and, Hugo Broos has been in the media quite a bit this week because he made the announcement of the squad. I did mention that it's 83 odd days to go before the World Cup. What are you figuring in your mind would be South Africa's chances in this World Cup? What are you figuring will happen on that big day when South Africa opens the World Cup against Mexico wearing the very same jersey that you're wearing?
Well, my piece would be, we've done so well in the previous AFCON when we came third. And even the AFCON, the latest AFCON that we came out from last 16. Morocco, you look at the squad that we had between the two teams, between the two squads. I think the squad was changed with this previous AFCON, the latest AFCON. And I do feel like the coach has a lot of pool of players that he can choose from. And looking at the recent team, there are absences that are there. And I'm happy to see Tembazwane back in the team. Hopefully he stays fit. And I think the coach is still looking at a final squad and with everyone with the bench and the standbys and everything. As much as, yes, we need to have a strong squad going forward, but also the players need to be doing well for their teams before the final squad, before they travel out. And I do see ourselves starting well against Mexico. We've proven ourselves. This team has been together. I see togetherness from where I'm sitting. The core of the team is still there. So I think the guys have been doing so well so far.
I mean, objectively, and you're a football person, if you look at the squad, so we're not going to talk about like a Sipho Chain who's not there, but he will go to the World Cup. I just think the coach is trying something completely different. Who would you think Coach Hugo Broos 100% needs to bring into that squad who's not there right now?
The players, they've worked so well with Coach Hugo.
Yeah.
When I'm talking about the core, he has never changed his team that much. He has only added. And when, just like you mentioned, China, he did say, the coach, that there's something that I want to see. And we look at the previous selections and everything. China has always been there. And he has been doing well also for his team. But let's allow the coach and give the coach respect when he says there's something that he wants to see. So Renard has been doing well for Skokune.
Yeah.
But he just wants to see something. And for us, I think our skipper has done so well. And this is one final preparation to check if there is anything that happens to Ronwen, that we do have a backup. But I do think that the coach is going to assemble a strong team.
You know what the nation says, Tulani Hlatjoy? The nation says bring in Thembinkosi Lodge. Do you agree with the nation?
For me personally, I think the coach has done so well and has trusted the players that he has worked with. Lodge has been doing well in his respectful team. You look at Lodge's position and everything. You have your relays, and Temba now is back now, is coming back now, but he still needs to, because we're happy with the generation of Temba for him to be there. But I do feel like the coach has his own reasons. But I do feel like also he has a good team that he has worked with for many games.
Did you retire as a defender?
Yes, I've retired as a defender, bro.
But your dribbling skills.
Way good.
#MSW. Live
now
on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. At the same time. #MSW.
Hey, there are things we didn't see coming. Like a reality TV star becoming president not once, but twice. Or working from the comfort of your own home. Or the boys qualifying for a major tournament. No calculators. And Burger King selling fried chicken. You never expected it, nah? Yeah, Mzansi. Burger King is now serving juicy, crispy fried chicken. Never expected it.
Love glowing, hydrated skin? Meet Ruzu Beauty, South Africa's trusted destination for authentic Korean skincare. Authorized, curated, delivered fast from right here at home. No customs delays, no uncertainty. Just globally loved skincare brands straight to your door. Enjoy a complimentary mask with every order, plus free delivery when you spend over 750 rands. Shop now at ruzubeauty.com. Ruzu Beauty, local love, global glam.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mambo Storage and Home Song. A 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5. A little bit of clutter out of sight. A little bit of freshness sealed in tight. A little bit of pantry rearrange. A little bit of wow, what a big change! At Mambo Storage and Home, you'll find storage containers big and small to create order on your shelves and in your fridge. Make your home your happy zone. www.mambos.co.za.
With Bob, you get everything you need under one roof. Buy, sell, send, receive, pay, and get paid. Bob Shop makes your hustle possible and lets you find that one special thing. Bob Go gets it to where it needs to be, fast. That means no hanging around, just pickups and drop-offs when it suits you. And Bob Pay makes every payment quick and simple. Shop, pay, go. Shopego with Bob.co.za.
Awesome intelligence is here. Upgrade your mobile experience with the Samsung Galaxy A26. Awesome intelligence in the palm of your hand. Get the double deal now from $449 per month for 36 months on my MTN Megaflex 160 with data to use whenever you want and minutes to call any network. Plus get 2 500 Rand MasterCard vouchers. T's and C's apply. Visit an MTN store or mtn.co.za now. Today we make moves. MTN.
Smart Steve from Momentum, hello.
Smart Steve, my daughter just turned 18, right? And now she's got a license and a boyfriend.
You're worried about her safety. With Momentum Safety Alert, she can access help 24/7.
Is that the emergency response version of Curry in a Hurry?
For sure. She can get help at the touch of a button for free.
Free? For all that and all?
Visit momentum.co.za or call 0860 006 784. Momentum Insure, keeping you safe on your journey to success. Momentum Insure is an authorized non-life insurer. T's and C's apply.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
He's the head of CAF TV, commercial and director of communications. Like September, good to see you, sir. But there's nothing that's mentioned about the referee because the referee is not being sanctioned.
Let's give space to cars.
As far as I know, is that there is no head of refereeing currently.
Yeah.
There is no technical director of refereeing.
No, there is now. There is now.
Appointed when?
2 months ago.
So which is the same time as when the final would have been held, post the 18th of January.
No, just before the final. Yeah, I get your point. During the AFCON, there was someone appointed, but I get your point. So I understand where you're coming from, Robert.
Osasu, as always, thank you for your time, sir.
That on its own is a disaster. Actually happy that this crisis has come. I think now people realize that those of us who have been pointing out these governance, we were not crying wolf, we were not just moaners. The time has come for a cleaning of the Augean stables.
#MSW. #MSW.
Great show as always.
Great show as always, Rob.
If it's shaking sport, we are already on it.
It always gives me pleasure to speak to someone who's got such an insight.
Marawa Sports Worldwide. #MSW.
Well, we joined in studio by the SAFA commercial and marketing manager, Errol Madlala. We also got Bob Mapasa, editors, football, sports marketing. Man, you know what? South Africa are actually loving what they're seeing on the YouTube channel. So before I even chat to you guys, Listen to this.
And Rob, this is an exciting era, particularly when Bafana Bafana is on the verge of making another appearance at the World Cup. And for me, Rob, I've always not been a fan of La Coque because I felt that they were not representing the country. And I think this time around, we're going to see some uniformity where players will be kitted nicely from head to toe, unlike the era under La Coque, where we saw even players coming with their own backpacks or sneakers, which for me was a bit embarrassing. But very excited with the away kit. It's quite unique, very beautiful in the eyes. And yeah, thank you so much to Adidas for partnering with the national team. Thank you so much.
Teboke, thank you so much indeed. Bob Mapasa, good to see you, man. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Rob.
Sure, I mean, a beautiful jersey. I'm conflicted here. I'm seeing goalkeeper Errol there with his jersey. I'm seeing Utulani there. And you've got the colors that we love so much. It's so good to see Adidas back within Bafana fold. It's so good to see Adidas leading us to the World Cup. I mean, take us through the design, the reasons, the balance between the heritage as well as the innovation that has been put into this jersey.
No, Rob, no, thank you. I think the love that we got out today on the streets, really, obviously, donning these new jerseys, really symbolizes how happy the football fans are in general. But again, you say conflicted. I guess you're not the only one, because there is a lot of people that are not sure which one to kind of obviously go with. We have said true, obviously, the last time we were in this partnership was 2010, 15 years ago. So it's been a long time that we kind of obviously left this space. But however, from an inspiration point of view, we have still taken it from the 2010 jersey, which was another successful jersey in the partnership.
Yes.
So for home, we've said true around that. And we really kind of obviously looked at the 12th man and said, listen, in 2010, I think if you remember, the neckline area had 11 stripes, which obviously symbolized 11 languages within that space. So we have gone obviously with the changes and the new era where we've got 12 South African languages. In the new one, there are now 12 lines, obviously, these symbolizing the voices that will be behind the team, obviously, where we are at. Going into the World Cup, we have lost a moment where it was almost going to be the first that we were going to be launching both these jerseys in the women's lenses, because WAFCON was the aim. And with this obviously opportunity being missed, we're still grateful of obviously the games coming over in the end of the month. The fans will get to see both these jerseys. But again, I think with the heritage this brand has with the game of football, we said, can we then spice it up? Today being the first day that 24 nations that have qualified for the 2026 World Cup were all launching their jerseys, their away jerseys. First time that the away national team jerseys are carrying the trefoil. We are one of those 24, and really, from a relationship point of view, we couldn't have asked for less. So definitely,
so it's very intentional.
Very intentional. Very intentional. I think for us, really, from a date, we were going to be playing, is it Cote d'Ivoire today? I think if we were in, we had aimed that tonight was going to be live on the game, obviously, in match day. So we have lost that opportunity. But however, we're here at 94.7, the opportunity still lies on, and I do think that the football fans that are on the YouTube channels and seeing us today really would love what we do, and we do think that we have represented them well as well. Obviously, it does look, I think people were hungry for these kind of obviously items to kind of set up. So this is how we're going to fare for the World Cup coming, and we do think that fans will obviously rally behind their team in the colors that they would like to. These two jerseys will both be worn by the team in the coming games at the end of the month.
I love what I'm seeing. And I think everybody, again, like I'm saying, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, the jersey that Bob is wearing is different to the one that Errol as well as Utulani are wearing. And when you look at the contrast, man, you almost kind of feel like the game should be tomorrow. It really does make you feel that way. Errol, good to see you, man. I mean, I look at this partnership with Adidas. What does it mean for the future of SA football, and how does it feel now that it's all done?
I think it was a long road. I think is a good afternoon to you and your listeners. I think we met with Le Coq Sportif 2 years ago to actually have a discussion around their fortunes globally, so that we can give them the first option, because I think it was important to also lay our concerns and so forth. And I think is based on the fact that there was a liquidation in the mother company in France. We then started the long journey of seeking our partners. I think is also 10 written confirmed proposals, which resulted into 6 presentations, which resulted into a decision. And I think what set Adidas apart was how they approached the agenda mix. In terms of developing for the national team, because it was important for us to actually, we have a very strong Banyana brand, last 16 in the previous World Cup, African champions in 2002, and standing alone as a second national team in South Africa ahead of the Springboks and the Proteas. So I think it was important for us to actually ensure that the partner understand that we've got 2 major brands that front our platform. The juniors as well, then they must be covered. But most importantly, the public. Because being the clothes of the nation, we wanted to ensure that not only just the jersey alone or the replica, there is a range of stuff that people can buy. So as we launched today, people can buy the track suits that the team wears in their anthem. They can buy the training gear. They can buy pre-match warm-up outfits, so that it covers the range of items that fans will see the players wear and be able to actually get in the market. So for us, we're quite excited about the day, and that it's complete when it's launched. I think we've been sitting on a lot of work. There's still a lot of work to be done ahead. We've already done designs for 2027, so it's quite exciting.
Right, you mentioned something very important, which is the fans, right? And the fans are the ones that really are the important drivers and wearers of the jersey. I've got a couple of questions that have just landed from the fans.
Good evening, Rob, and also to our shareholders. Just one quick question, Rob. Is it true that our home jersey for Bafana it will be sold? I think the price is 2,400, if I'm not mistaken. Is it true? Can you clarify that for me? Mudise from Mutlageng. Bye-bye, Robert Dino. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Bob. All right. An important question. Bob, I think you're the one to handle this one. 2,400 is what he says.
I wish I knew how old the listener was.
Yeah, I think before Bob chips in. So I think is what I wanted to do is that if you remember, just after the 2010 World Cup, we used to have a program of supporter gear, which range from what we call non-branded, so which is t-shirts, caps, key rings, and so forth. Then we had the Adidas range during the World Cup, which was a replica supporter gear as well as the authentic. Also, there's items that were above that, which was a leatherish jacket, which was probably priced above everything. So, as the Football Association, we had to look at top to toe, from zero to whatever amount, so that we can ensure that we can cover that. So it was then important to understand that our non-branded range that start from zero, from items as low as key rings to t-shirt, caps, and so forth, up to a price point of 1,000 rands. That's when the Adidas range kicks in, because global brands have a price point. So you can around 1,099, you can get your pre-match jersey, which is Adidas. From there to the replica, I think that retails at about 1,499. The authentic is actually what players wear on the field. So the technical material that is at 2,499. That was the listener was asking the question. Also within non-range, we also have premium range of other licensed product that actually sell beyond the 2,499 mark in our license program, so that it covers everyone from top to toe, as well as every price point. So maybe Bob can add.
Can chip in from there, yeah.
Yes, I think from my end, it was the reason why I asked how old the listener was probably in 2010 when I sat here, I had a similar question. We had a player jersey, which was a tech fit jersey. We had done about 2010 of those jerseys. They were going at 1,999, and we had people ask, it's 15 years later, these jerseys are still kind of obviously setting up. We've got an authentic jersey, which is correct, 2,499. It is what the players going to the World Cup will be wearing on field. It is, I guess, if you're talking from a distance, I wish the listener goes through to look at the detail, the obviously how these garments are kind of created. But however, we have a takedown of that, which is a replica, which is going, I think it's at 1,499. So it is obviously being staged like that. And when people take it out of context and ask, without probably having seen the jersey, they went today at retail. They are out there. People should not be scared about price. It's value for money. Get close to the product. Have a look at it. Really, the 2,499 is called an authentic jersey. It is a premium jersey. Do look at what the A clubs are doing. It's probably similar kind of setting up. The fans must not really be deterred by price. Come close to the product and have a look.
Robert, thank you for bringing in Tulani and the guy from Adidas. I was listening during the day. Adidas, Bafana jersey, too expensive. Let's go out there and buy it if we can afford. But all in all, Bafana needs to do well in the next two friendly matches against Panama. I'm wishing them all the best. Marawa, it's my birthday. Can you ask this guy from Adidas and whoever is in your studio, can I get my birthday present in the form of a jersey? Thank you.
Really? Yeah? Hey, that's an expensive birthday jersey of 2,499. Yes, sir. Sure. We'll get your number. I'm sure we've got his number, right? We can get his number. I'll see. I can't sing very well, but I will go to a commissioner this weekend. I will sing Stratini for some collections. And then when I get 2,499, I will buy you that jersey and I'll hand it over to you. I think that's the least I can do. Is that okay, guys? Tulani, is that okay?
It's okay.
It's the least I can do.
He must give you the size as well.
Yeah. He sounded like a medium.
He sounded like a medium.
From his voice. He sounded like he's
No,
medium.
no. In 2010, I remember the authentic jersey was quite a tight tech fit.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, no,
hey,
nabanye abadlali who didn't come conditioned.
Yes, true.
Please give the directions to Rod so we can drive past Anton.
Yeah, but I think it's quite an exciting moment for us because pride comes with how the players feel also on the field. Because I think it was not just the public that was complaining about our predecessor. I think it also came with how players felt.
Yes.
One of the callers also mentioned around uniformity, in ensuring that when the national team gathers, it must be a look of uniformity and pride, so that actually it gives the team oozes confidence. So the players are very excited. Those that have seen the kit, most of them are coming to camp on Monday. So they will be excited to also try them out.
I love that gold strip, man. You know that gold strip is something else. It's sure, guys. Yay. I think I know what my first stop is going to be. And Sandton City is just down the road from here. And that shop is still open. About 9, I think. Yeah. Hey. So guys, let me go and buy this jersey before anything else happens. But I want to thank you all, guys. I think keep pushing the South African mission with what you do. From a SAFA perspective, keep bringing the belief back. We've heard Hugo Broos and what he said. I've heard what a former captain has had to say here. And Bob, who's part of this show, every time these exciting news comes through, is more than convincing. I'm convinced as well. we'll have more time, guys. We'll fix things. We'll do things properly so that South Africans can get excited with these 83 days that are left before the first game against Mexico. So, firstly, congratulations and well done. To all of you, well done. Give yourselves a big round of applause, please.
Thank you, Rob. Friends to go to safashop.net. They can then find all the ranges, which includes Adidas. They can also go to Adidas website to find specific Adidas items.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you've got it right there, guys. Online shopping. Hey, we still do things the old school way, but yeah, those are the options. Errol, Tulani, Bob, thank you so much, guys. That's all the time we have. We've got to run. Marawa Sports Worldwide, proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
Let's go! The moments you remember. The games you can't forget. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets. #MSW Live.